Good day, YouTubers. Thanks for joining me. This is part 56 in my series of videos on interior Northland models in HO scale. The next few videos I'm taking a step back in time and taking a look at some older models that I've been able to acquire over the last year and a half. Some of these being finds that I had not been aware of previous. So the first one I want to look at here is a series of 40-foot boxcars done by Branchline Trains, part of their Blueprint series of HO scale cars. Now these seem to have been done specifically for modeler's choice, an outfit out of Southern Ontario. So some information regarding the prototype cars. And then the actual kit itself. So there were 4 road numbers offered. What I have to share with you here today is I've got a single that I acquired before I knew that there were 4 road numbers that were offered. And I was subsequently successful in securing this original 4-car pack. So the packaging is a little bit worn with time here, but as you can see in reverse orders, we've got cars number 90503, 90440, 90392, and you can't read the car number there on the one on the top because it's under the sticker, but I can guarantee to you that it is car number 90073, the same as the single that I happen to have here. Now, talking about these specific kits here in a little more detail, I want to pause for a second and just point out that I find it's interesting that they've gone out of their way to offer 4 different road numbers, but almost humorously, one of the road numbers that they've selected is 90073, the same as was produced in incredibly significant quantities back in the day by Lifelike, as per this model here that you would have seen me talk about in earlier videos. Now the kit itself, it might look very similar to some of you current modelers out there, and the reason is Branchline Trains sold the tooling for all of their rolling stock series in about 2011 to Atlas, which became part of their kits under their Trainman line. So we're going to take a look at this kit here in a little more detail so you can see that the style of the model kit here is allowing for different car ends, but the color and the quality of the printing and such are all very good. Same with the car ends there. I wish to point out that these are, however, modeling dreadnought ends, unlike the NSC style ends that we've talked about in some of the previous videos. What I'll pull into frame here now is one of the Trueline cars that we always go back to and talk about it being our best prototypical car to date. And you can see the difference between the car ends there. So Branchline Trains had a good reputation for offering reasonably accurate models. It's too bad that they didn't have the NS2 style car ends modeled, but I think modelers at the time were just very happy to have a kit that was as close as this one is. So here we've got the car roof, and we've got the walkway, and then all of the detail parts. So I'll have to go ahead and assemble this one of these days, but haven't gotten around to it yet. Now, I had talked about the familiarity with the current Atlas cars, so let me pull one of these into frame for a second and we can do a little bit of comparison. So the size of the packaging is pretty much identical. It's just been updated to reflect Atlas ownership under the Trainman series. Then you can see what I was talking here about, the fact that There's been little modification in the style of the kits. You know, I do notice some minute detail differences, such as the some of the details on the underbody. You'll also notice here that again, it might reflect some slightly different tooling between some of the kits, but the door ends, the tooling has been updated to include more detail. The original car ends had allowed for the fitting of detailed parts included in the package, while more of that detail has been molded on with the Atlas car. So going back to this 4-pack that you were seeing a moment ago, I want to point out that on the reverse side of this, it speaks to some of the other Ontario Northland models that were becoming available at the time. We've talked about most of these. They're talking about, of course, this Branchline Series 40-foot boxcar. They talk about the Lifelike Proto 2000 flat cars, and they talk about the GP9s, GP38s, and RS2s that were all becoming available via Lifelike as per their Proto range. And it also talks about some Stewart 40-foot triple hoppers, which will be my next video. So thank you for joining me. Take care and talk soon.